The Bodhisattva unresting. You may wonder, just what is the difference between constant vigor and unresting? Aren't the two concepts pretty much the same? Why do we need to separate bodhisattvas? Actually, it is not known how many constant vigor bodhisattvas there are. They are numberless. We also cannot calculate the number of bodhisattva unresting there are. In other words, if you are constantly vigorous in your cultivation of the Buddha Dharma, then you yourself are the bodhisattva constant vigor. If you pursue your study of the Dharma without resting, then you are the bodhisattva unresting. It should be clear that there are an incalculable number of these bodhisattvas. But what is the difference between the two? Although they are basically the same, if you want to speak of their differences, the bodhisattva constant vigor continually enters the paths of rebirth in order to save living beings. The bodhisattva unresting passes through an enormous amount of time without ever becoming tired. Not getting tired means that one does not fear fatigue. If one is bowing to the Buddha or reciting sutras, one does not rest the moment one feels a bit tired. No matter what one does, one never rests. The bodhisattva unresting is always extremely busy, but he never gets upset because no one is helping him or because no one knows that he is doing good deeds. He would never advertise his own merit. There was a layman who used to come here and advertise his merit, praising himself for having worked for the temple or given money. His propaganda didn't get very far, however, because more and more Americans came to the temple and his English wasn't very good. He was quite the reverse from unresting bodhisattva who, for as many kampas as there sand grains in the Ganges River, did not rest at all and never took a break. The days turned into months, and the months turned into years. The years turned into hundreds of thousands of tens of thousands of millions of kampas, and the bodhisattva unresting did not rest at all. The bodhisattva jeweled palm. Jewels refers to treasures. Dharma jewels. Palm is the palm of the hand. A bodhisattva may be named after his practices or his original vows. What is meant by practices? They are the Dharma doors which he cultivated. What are original vows? They are the vows he made on the causal ground when he was just beginning his cultivation. Some bodhisattvas take their name from their virtuous practices and morality. Others take their name from their special powers and skills. The bodhisattva jeweled palm holds many different kinds of Dharma jewels in his palm. The first is the as you will palm Dharma jewel. With the as you will palm, everything is as your heart wishes and you get what you seek. The second jewel he holds is the lariat hand, and the third is the jeweled bow hand. The fourth is the jeweled sword hand. The fifth, the Vajra hand and eye. The sixth is the jeweled pestle hand. The seventh is the bestowing fearlessness hand. The bestowing fearlessness hand dispels all fear. On the causal ground, the bodhisattva jewel palm cultivated the 42 hands and eyes of the thousand-handed, thousand-eyed bodhisattva who contemplates the source of the world. Thus he obtained the name jeweled palm because all his palms hold all manner of gems and Dharma jewels. So he is called Bodhisattva jeweled palm. The Bodhisattva Medicine King, Medicine King Bodhisattva, and Medicine Superior Bodhisattva were explained in the Suragama Sutra in the passage in which 25 sages each discuss the methods they use to obtain perfect penetration. These two bodhisattvas were brothers. There is an account in Buddhism of their past affinities. Long ago, there was a well-turning sage king who had 1,000 sons. The 1,000 sons all made vows to live, form, and cultivate. Accordingly, they are to become the 1,000 Buddhas of the present age, called the worthy Kampa. Of the 1,000 Buddhas, 4 have already become Buddhas, Shakyamuni Buddha being the fourth to appear in the worthy Kampa. The wheel-turning king also had a concubine by whom he had 2 additional sons. The eldest son made a vow to protect and support his 1,000 older brothers when they became Buddhas. Whenever a Buddha appears in the world, he acts as their protector. The second son, seeing that his brother had vowed to be a Dharma protector, vowed that whenever any one of his 1,000 brothers became a Buddha, he would be the first to make offerings to him, but not just once. He would continue to make offerings all during the time that Buddha dwelt in the world, and he would not make offerings to just one older brother, but to all 1,000 of them, each as they became Buddhas. After those Buddhas each enter Nirvana and the Dharma ending age descends, the younger brother has vowed to rescue living beings. Using various kinds of medicines, he cures the illnesses of the living beings. At the end of the Kampa, there occur the 3 disasters of flood, fire, and wind, as well as the disasters of war and pestilence. In epidemics, those who contracted the disease will die immediately. But the Bodhisattva Medicine King has vowed to save all sick living beings. This is Bodhisattva Medicine King's past life story, history. He devoted himself to curing the illnesses of living beings. Not only did he cure the illnesses which plagued their bodies, but he cured as well their mental illnesses. He cured the sicknesses of their hearts and bodies so that afterwards they could cultivate. The Bodhisattva courageous giving. Courage is bravery. One must have courage in order to give. If one has no courage, one will be unable to give. The 10,000 conducts take the 6 perfections as their mainstay, and the 6 perfections take giving as their mainstay. Thus, the other perfections and the 10,000 conducts are all included within the practice of giving. If you give with courage and bravery, the merit and virtue you will obtain is inconceivable. If in giving you use an inconceivable spirit and energy, the reward you obtain will also be inconceivable. For example, you may intend to give, but as soon as we have a thought of ourselves, our good intentions vanish. If I give my money to him, what I am going to do? If I give away my clothing, what am I going to wear? If I give away my house, where am I going to live? This is an example of a lack of courage. As soon as one thinks of oneself, one will lose one's courage and fail to give. Take, for example, food and drink. You may have the thought to give it away, but then it occurs to you. If I give this away, what will I eat? The moment you think of yourself, your courage dissolves along with the spirit of courageous giving. The Bodhisattva courageous giving thinks to give, and without further ado, he gives. He thinks he's in trouble. I'll help him out. I'll give him $100 to buy some clothes and something to eat. He gives, and that's all there is to it. Once you think of yourself, you will lose your courage. This Bodhisattva gives with courage. He gives wealth, dharma, and fearlessness in the most vigorous and energetic fashion, and so he is called the Bodhisattva courageous giving. The Bodhisattva Jyotir Moon takes his name from Jyotir Moon. The Bodhisattva Moonlight takes his name from the light of the moon, which dispels the darkness of the night. The Bodhisattva Full Moon. These three Bodhisattvas, Jyotir Moon, Moonlight, and Full Moon, take their names from firmly holding the moral precepts, as it says in the Suragama Sutra. Stern and pure in the Vinaya, they were great exemplars in the three realms. The Vinaya is the moral code. The three Bodhisattvas held the precepts until their light shone as brightly as the full moon. Although the names differ, they all come from the pure holding of the precepts. In reality, the Bodhisattva Jyotir Moon is just the Bodhisattva Full Moon, and the Bodhisattva Moonlight is just the Bodhisattva Jyotir Moon. It is said, purely holding the precepts, one is like the full moon. The body and mouth are pure, with no flaws or errors. When the karma of body, mouth, and mind is pure, all darkness vanishes. Thus, the three Bodhisattvas take their names from having cultivated the observance of the precepts. The Bodhisattva great strength. The Bodhisattva great strength is especially powerful. His great strength is equal to that of the Bodhisattva who has attained great might. The Bodhisattva limitless unlimited strength. Great strength is not limitless strength. This Bodhisattva strength surpasses that of the Bodhisattva great strength. Actually, great strength is just limitless strength, and limitless strength is great strength. The Bodhisattva who transcends the three realms. Transcend the three realms. This Bodhisattva transcends the realm of desire, the realm of form, and the formless realm. How does he transcend them? It is by means of his great strength and also by means of his limitless strength. The Bodhisattva's great strength, limitless, unlimited strength, and the Bodhisattva who transcend the three realms all cultivate the same practice, the perfection of vigor. They go forward with heroic vigor. Do you know? How do you know that they cultivate vigor? The great strength, limitless strength, and the transcending of the three realms are proof. The three names are actually the same. Great strength is limitless strength. Limitless strength is the one who transcends the three realms. Without limitless strength, one could not surpass the three realms. So the three Bodhisattvas cultivate the practice of vigor, and they have great limitless strength and the courage and spirit to surpass the three realms. Therefore, they are always vigorous and they always go forward. That's what their names mean. The Bodhisattva Vajrapala. There are three ways of interpreting this Bodhisattva's name. The first is a worthy protector, the second is a worthy leader, and the third is a worthy guardian. What is meant by worthy protector? This Bodhisattva is able to protect the Bodhisattva's work, and so he is called worthy protector. He is one of the great Bodhisattvas, one of the leader, a leader of worthy people, a worthy leader. His name also means worthy guardian, for among the sages and worthies, he is able to guard and support living beings. Thus, the word Vajrapala has these three meanings. The Bodhisattva Maitreya. Maitreya means compassionate clan. He is also known as Ayata, invincible. because no heavenly demons or externalists can be victorious over him. Maitreya Bodhisattva dwells in the inner court of the Tushita heaven and cultivates the compassionate heart samadhi. Everyone who meets him brings forth a compassionate heart, because he is compassionate towards all beings. All living beings are fond of him and loyal to him. Bhadrapala Bodhisattva cultivates the perfection of dhyana samadhi. The Bodhisattva, compassionate clan or invincible, cultivates the compassionate heart samadhi, which is also called the patience samadhi. When Shakyamuni Buddha steps down as teaching host of the Saha world, Maitreya will succeed him. When will this happen? Many externalists say Maitreya Bodhisattva has come. Maitreya Bodhisattva has appeared in the world, but they are talking nonsense. Why do I say this? Shakyamuni Buddha stated very clearly when Maitreya would come. This present world comes now in a period of decrease. Every 100 years, man's average lifespan decreases by 1 year and his height by 1 inch. When man's average lifespan is 10 years, the period of increase will begin again, and every 100 years man's height will increase 1 inch and his average lifespan will increase by 1 year. When man's lifespan has reached 84,000 years, the period of decline will begin again, and when man's lifespan has decreased to 80,000 years, Maitreya Bodhisattva will appear in the world. He will come to teach and transform living beings in the 3 dragon flower assemblies. So those present-day externalists who do not understand the Buddha Dharma are simply indulging in confused prattle. The time of Maitreya Bodhisattva's appearance had been definitely fixed. According to the calculations within the Buddha Dharma, man's average lifespan at present is between 60 and 65 years. When the average lifespan has decreased to 10 years, it will begin to increase again. How much time will that take? Then it will increase to 84,000 years. How long will that be? Then it will again decrease until it reaches 80,000 years, and Maitreya Bodhisattva will then appear in the world. So those people who presently speak nonsense are truly pitiable.